What's up everybody, I'm Brian from Tesla and I've got a really cool product for you. It's a sexy product. If you like to push buttons, I know your Tesla doesn't have too many of them, but now you can add them to your car. I've got 2 of them. Ooh, she's, that's upside down. Now you can add a bunch of buttons to change how your car acts. Kind of customize it to the way you want it to be. I got my sexy buttons for my Tesla. Woohoo! So this company reached out to me and actually quite a few other YouTubers and offered up these buttons for a review. Now these are really cool where you plug into the OBD2 port. It's behind the center console there if you're not familiar. You plug this device into it. These individual buttons then will talk to that via Bluetooth 5.0, and then you can program these to do certain things. Like on the packaging alone, it says you can open up the glove box, change the driving mode, or the acceleration mode, like track mode or anything like that. You can control your music, the charging port, folding the mirrors. The buttons actually spell out sexy, and they have adhesive on them, so you can easily stick them anywhere in the car. I got my sexy buttons. I can set these buttons anywhere in the car that I want to, so you don't have to run into the problem that I seem to be in my car, and you might be as well. Driving somewhere with my wife, she's in the passenger seat, she wants to open up the glove box to get the cloth to clean her glasses. Well, I have the tilted screen, so it's a little farther away from her. She asked me to open up the glove box, and it's a pain in... Sorry, it's not a pain in the ass, but it's a 2-step process because you have to hit the car button and then hit the glove box button to open that. I can just have a button over there so she can open up the damn glove box herself, right? Okay, great. So there's many different possibilities to this. So today I'm gonna install this. I'm gonna show you how to install this, and then I don't wanna be the first one or anywhere near that to post my video because I wanna spend about a week with this thing or a nice bit of time and really see what I can program it to. Opening the glove box is cool, but they say opening your charging port, whoever needs to do that. You hit the button on the little thing, it opens up. Going to chill mode, if you're buying a Tesla, why are you in chill mode, first of all? So, you know, I wanna come up with some good reasons to use this product and tell you if you need to buy it or not. So the first thing we do is we start with this. I just plugged in the Bluetooth piece already, and we're gonna start back here. This is actually where we want to take this panel off. But before we do that, into safety and security, power off the vehicle. Once you get out of the car, it is powered off. So I suggest rolling the windows down, keeping these doors open, and then we move on to the back here. And once the screen is off out there, we just grab this. It does come with a pry tool, but this is really easy to pop off. And this is what we want to disconnect. You just push on this and pull, and then this can only go one way. So we're gonna put that in there. And for right now, I'm just gonna leave this alone like this. So we can close this door here. Once we do that, once we close the door, the screen turns on, the car's back on. So I'm gonna move the seat back a little bit. And then we're gonna get into the app and we're gonna see about programming these buttons. And before we program this, if you already know you're gonna get these things, use my link down below. It helps out the channel a little bit, but also gives you a discount. This company is partnered with Abstract Ocean and they're gonna be online there. You get a great discount, and let's go program some stuff. So great use case last night with the button. I mean, this came in handy. It was Halloween last night, and sitting right out in the driveway, we ended up filling the frunk full of the candy, and I made some modifications using the button. It works remotely from outside the car, and I made some teeth. And the kids loved it. As they walked down the driveway, they didn't see a bowl sitting by us, but I was able to open this up, and a couple of them were scared, didn't want to reach in there because they thought it was going to close on them, but I can actually close it with the remote as we were sitting there. It was awesome. The kids loved it. If you want to download the app, Sexy Buttons is the app. It's great. And then right away, it's asking us to connect. So we're just going to hit connect. It's searching. Wants to use our Bluetooth. Let's do search again. It must be this one. All right. And now it pulls up the dash. So in this, you can actually rotate this and have a full dash if you wanted to. Oh, there's a firmware update. Let's update the firmware. And this is going to take some time. We're at 8%. It's actually going pretty fast. Faster than the Tesla updates. All right, all right, all right. But like I said, we're going to do the black ones first, so I'm going to put the white ones aside. Success. So we're going to program a button, I guess. So let's program the sexy. Oh, press and hold. Success. Great. Now, this one is already set to this, so we're going to redo this. And let's change it to, okay, I got it. So there was open, and then you have glove box, so you can pick those things. So that's going to be open glove box. And then we just push the button. Oh, dude, that's perfect. So you get the idea of this. I'm going to sit and play with this and see what I can come up with. You don't need to sit with me the whole time and try to let me just figure stuff out. Next time you see me, well, it'll be in this video. But right now it's going to be probably Monday. So I told you it was going to be a few weeks, actually the middle of November. So I've been playing with these buttons for quite a while. I've been pushing them like crazy, and I come up with some nice things that you can do with this. Some stupid things too. Like right here, I have a button that controls the hazards. So you see the hazards are on. So it's kind of dumb. I just put it right there because it was right next to it. I thought it'd be funny. I had a button right here. I actually broke it, but that actually beeped the horn. I ended up putting it right here. It was set up to just do one push, did a short beep. So if you were saying like hi to somebody, it would be kind of cool to do a double beep. But the main thing is your glove box. I put it right there and it opens up your glove box. Super easy. I'm not going to keep it there. I just have it there for the video. I'm probably going to put it behind the screen or maybe off to the side here. But there's some really cool stuff that they're going to be doing with this. I contacted the developer and he sent me a list of stuff that they're working on. Buttons to turn on the wipers. That's not necessary because you have automatic wipers. The child-proof locks. Some things are not necessary, but I think this next one is. The AC system on the passenger side. When no one's in the car, it turns off that side, which is great, but if it's super hot, you want that going to cool off the entire car faster. But my wife sits over there and she doesn't like it blowing on her face or anything, so she always wants me to redirect it over out of the way, and there's really no good way to turn it off, or actually there's no way to turn it off. So this would be able to toggle that off, which is, I think, a huge lifesaver. Of course, fart noise triggers, slip start, pop the doors open for like Uber drivers, so you can hit a button, it'll pop the door open, which would be really cool because Handshow is actually getting me the automatic presenting doors like the Model X, and I can have 2 different buttons for these doors, or actually 4 different buttons for those doors, and open those up remotely. What I suggested was HomeLink. I have 2 garage doors here, and it sucks hitting when this pops down. When this pops down when I'm driving, I have to try to hit one of these as I'm hitting bumps in my neighborhood. I would love to have buttons right here and here, one for the left and the right door. So another cool thing is they're taking and doing secondary actions with these buttons. Trevor actually suggested this, like a long press or a double press or a quick double press. That way you can have, you can add 8 buttons to the app, but you can now have 16 different features with different actions on the buttons. So I can have one button do both garage doors. So I do one press for, say, my garage door and do a double press for the other one. I think that's amazing for this. They are updating this all the time. And since I've had this, I think I've gotten 4 updates to the app. They just pushed one yesterday, which actually just changed you can change from kilometers to miles because it has a dashboard feature. So they're constantly working on this device. One thing that they wanted me to mention, apparently Model 3s and Model Ys built in March of 2021, Tesla switched the door handles out. And you can control the door handle to open the frunk or the charging port. It's not a necessary thing, especially for the charging port, because you hit the button and the thing opens up when you're charging. But the frunk is kind of cool. You have to fiddle with it to get halfway open, and then it'll pop the trunk open. But I don't think that's a major thing. But they are working on a patch. I messed around with a couple things, like I have on the back of the steering wheel, this changes to the next song. I have this right here goes regen to 0, which is really cool. And these have sticky they have sticky tape on there, so you can actually move these wherever you want to. They stay on there really good, but you're able to move them any place. This one on a trip, I'm going to switch over to another one just like over here to switch to the next song, because when you're in Autopilot, your hand's sitting right here, you can just switch to the next song. Actually move it down a little bit. One really cool one that they are working on is a button to get into Autopilot, and that's going to be amazing to have right here. Instead of pushing down on this twice, you could just push a button like in the Model S, the new Model S Plaid. You just push a button and you're in Autopilot. That's going to be so much fun. So you know what? Stop this video. Go down below, click the link, order these. They're very limited supply, so get on the waiting list. Get yours now. It's Abstract Ocean. Order yours today. The installation is super easy. Working with the app is super easy. You barely even need directions. So you know what? Just order now and use my code, save some money, and start pushing your own buttons. Make your buttons yours. Tesla didn't put buttons. They put 2 buttons. They put these steering wheel nipples on here. Now you can have all these. Now you can have sexy buttons wherever you want them. As always, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'll see you. Should I be like all the other guys and make stupid corny jokes about sexy buttons? Sexy puns about the buttons, sexy pushing my buttons, sexy buttons. You know, Tesla's really pushing my buttons lately. I got my sexy buttons for my Tesla. Woohoo! This one doesn't even do anything.